shall do wickedly,
That's right.
and none of the wicked shall understand.
Hey, in the land of righteousness, they should not do uprightly, man. They don't.
Because you know why? That actual land is in direct sync with us. Yeah. Like the same way we got persecuted, the same way the land of Israel got persecuted. The same way we're going to be in peace is how the land of Israel's going to be in peace. The same way we're going to be fruitful is how the land of Israel's going to be fruitful. And that's why over there in Israel, them guys have to import shit, import trees. How are you going to import trees into the most holy and fertile land? Because guess what? The same way Esau is the people of the Most High's curse, as it says in Isaiah. That land is cursed because it's under the people of the Most High's curse. So that proves again, there's many aspects that prove that you're not Israelites.
Hey, you know, that's the spirit you say that, because 2 days ago, I went on YouTube and I just typed in life in Israel. And there was just like a guy filming, walking around the market, and that, bro, the spirit was dead there. Like, you're walking through the marketplace, no one was buying up, everyone was just sitting down. Yeah. It was demonic, bro. I was watching, I was like, yo, this meant to be the chosen people. But
then if you compare the actual scriptures with circumstances in the Bible, you're like, bro, it don't even make sense.
It's the same, it don't match.
For example, like when the Ark of the Covenant came back after it was taken by Ham. The scripture says, you know, King David was dancing, the whole people was dancing. He was dancing so hard, his blood slipped out, man. Right? You telling me them Jews in the fucking Israel, that's them?
Playing timbrels and harps and stuff.
Timbrels and harps and... You know,
and it would be a happy place, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Meant to be a happy place. Lord's there.
And then when the actual temple got set up, the actual tribe of Levi had so much great singers that the Lord, the chariot came over the temple, man. The chief singers. Now, if you're so talented, whereby the Most High gonna come and hear the Most High gonna come hear you sing, why is it that they don't have no top singers and that?
Not even one.
And the actual ones that's there are Drake.
Yeah. Drake. They got Drake.
Drake, who is the pop side.
Yeah, it's the pop side.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Drake uses auto-tune anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and then it's like, you know when you read the stories of like of the Maccabees and you know, like manly men. Eliezer, even though he's
I was just thinking about him.
You know, slewing on the left, slewing on the right, twisting up the sword, all of that. Bro, hey, you see this guy, some Stafford Hill. Everything's okay.
They're children of serpents, man.
Children of devils, man.
That's right.
It's just everything okay.
Yeah.
Right, you know, go ahead.
Alright, and it says the non-Israelite Edomites
Especially the non-Israelite Edomite. I'll just start using that.
Right.
The non-Israelite Edomite.
Yeah.
Hebrew Edomite. The Hebrews.
The non-Israelite Edomite became a section of the Jewish people.
And that's the vast majority, mate.
And you can read that in the book of Maccabees, man.
That's it.
With the Hasmonean dynasty and all that, in that era, man. You know, we made peace with enemies and they come on and start learning our customs. You know, but then they made them Israelites. He made them converts to our way of life.
Right.
You know, that's what it was.
Hey, so okay, I got a book that I got from Oxfam, you know. It's called The History of Israel. Now when you read that book, you'll want to do a video on it. They actually go into the promotion of them being the Jews. They put money into it and spreading the idea around the earth before it could be official.
They're advertising that media.
They had to advertise it, and it goes into the details of how they done it, who invested money into it, how to get the minds of the people to say, yeah, these are the Jews now. Because everyone knew that wasn't so. It was never heard of, so they had to promote it.
Gabal Nasser, you know, he made that statement. You know, what did he say? The Jews left black and came back white.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck?
Oh, and I actually have a testimony, right? But when I was in Ghana this past week, like actually in the Slave Museum, could somebody read Psalms 132, right? They actually had a Psalms 132 written on the wall in the slave castle. And now if you read what it says in Psalms 132, one of the first verses, right? You'd be like, these guys knew when the Israelites, man. Right? It's actually Psalm 132. It says, This one.
Verse 13. Psalms 132, verse 13. For the Lord Yahweh have chosen Zion. He has desired it for his habitation.
That's right. And it's like, why is that written in a slave castle?
That's why they didn't want us to read the Bible in them plantations.
Yep.
That's why they gave us a slave Bible until fucking bare babies out, man.
Right.
It's dangerous, man.
Hey, so the slave castle, who's it occupied by?
It was first occupied by the Portuguese, and then the Dutch, then the Swedish.
But before that,
basically the actual slave castle itself, it actually started off as a place of trade of Jake and Esau and whoever were just trading gold and stuff. But then eventually, because of the intertribal wars, they basically started to make Jake fight against each other, right? Because basically what's happening is that because being like a Hebrew servant is common in Jake culture. So Jake actually did sell off some Jake to to other people. But then Esau being the devil, he twisted it around, and made it a commercial thing. And then he funded, different groups. And it's funny, right? The first Christian church built in Ghana was built in Elmina slave castle. The first Christian church was built in that slave castle. Right? And certain Jakes got sent over here onto England to actually learn more about Christianity, to come back and teach Jake. You know? Go ahead.
Right, it says the non-Israelite Edomite
Ooh, I like that.
were then incorporated with the Jewish nation.
Yeah.
Incorporated.
Oh, here's that guy in 740 AD. Pagan, he's trying to find like a religion for his people because they're so dirty. And it was between Islam or Christianity. So you have to find something to kind of clean them up. And Jake accepted him because they thought, oh, that's our brothers. And after they were like, nah, nigga, you ain't our brothers.
Real supplantation.
And they, the non-Israelite Edomites, were then incorporated with the Jewish nation. Edom, Idumea, the Jewish Encyclopedia. The next one says, from then on, they, the non-Israelite Edomites, and I keep putting in brackets.
They're making a note. And it's from an encyclopedia, it's sourced. You don't want to try and say, you wrote that. With big lips. Well,
from then on, they, the non-Israelite Edomites, constituted a part of the Jewish people. Herod the king of Judea being one of their descendants. Edom, Idumea, in brackets, big brackets. It says here, they, the Edomites, were hereafter no other than non-Israelite Jews. And that's why when that guy wrote the 12th tribe, the 13th tribe, that's why he said the 13th tribe. He said if they were the Jews, they would have had to be the 13th tribe, which there isn't. So it's impossible that they could be the Israelites, right? Or a tribe of Israel. Where do you want me to carry on reading down?
No, that's good.
That's it, yeah?
Like I said, man, where they get the information from the Book of Maccabees?
Yeah.
And the histories that were written, man. But like I said, they're carrying the same traditions today, albeit warped. Because like I said, they got the Torah, they got the Tanakh there, but they've also got Talmud, which is like it's supposed to be like an old thing that they made up. Basically, they can just say whatever the fuck they want and do whatever the fuck they want. That's what it's there for. So they can bypass the Tanakh and the Torah and just do what they want to do, basically. That's why all kind of wickedness goes on in that place. But they don't follow the scriptures.
Yeah.
They don't follow nothing about the scriptures whatsoever. They go by this oral law that they talk about all the damn fucking time, man.
Yeah.
And that's just some bullshit. Who said that? Rabbi, this, that, the other. But it's not scriptural.
That way no one can investigate.
That's what I was talking about. They actually engraved Psalms 132 about it. And speaking of Zion, explain why it's speaking about Zion in the west coast of Africa. In the slave castle, just happened to be there.
Hey, can I read something real quick, brother? Hey, this is I was reading up a Willie Lynch letter, right? And this is going back to how, you know, what I mentioned about, you know, Esau not allowing us to read on them plantations because it ties us back to a historical base which they tried to sever us from, the fact that we're actually Israelites. Now this Psalms 132 is beautiful because it sparked Salakia.
Well, I was just saying, man, I told you, man, we should be separated from our heritage.
Right.
And Esau did that.
Yeah.
Esau put the final nail in the coffin because we was going off because we was losing it. But Esau fully cut it off from us, man, and told us we were something completely different.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and read this real quick. It's basically, it comes from the section of how to make a slave. Willie Lynch there, you can Google it for yourself. And it, oh man, great. And it says, earlier we talked about the non-economic good of the horse and the nigger in their wild or natural state. We talked about the principle of breaking and tying them together for orderly production. Furthermore, we talked about paying particular attention to the female savage and her offspring for orderly future planning. Then more recently we stated...
That's spiritual.
Yeah.
That's what happened in the Empire of the Greeks. Because like to stop them getting circumcised, really was pushed upon the women.
Yeah.
That's why like if you circumcise it, they'll take your baby, you sucking out your breast and throw him away.
Yeah.
So that's a pattern of Esau.
Hey, it's the same thing what the serpent did in the garden. He went to the woman. You know, it goes all the way back, and that's how you know that Esau is the wicked.
Hey, that's why we were forbidden to marry the women of the other nations.
Exactly.
It's the women.
Lest they turn your hearts.
Exactly, to the sons.
Yeah.
Right? And it says, by reversing the positions of the male and female savages, they called us savages, right?
So reversing the roles.
Yeah, reversing the roles.
What's happening now?
Putting the woman in the front and the man in the back.
What's happening now,
Butt
right?
breaking, exactly.
As for my people, children are their apprentices and women in the world.
That's right. It says, we created an orbiting cycle that turns on its own axis forever, unless a phenomenon occurred and reshifts the positions of the male and female savages. What's that phenomenon? It's happening right now, man. This is the phenomenon that they did not bargain for. Okay? So Willie Lynch was basically warning the other slave owners on various plantations of keeping them away from an ancient historical base. Don't let them have ties to that historical base. Keep them detached from it and keep them in a wild state of mind. You know?
And that's why they say what? The truth is hidden in plain sight.
Right.
Because what did Esau do? I'm gonna get a Jake, train him up to teach lies.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? That's what we have today with these pastors. It's the same spirit coming back. I'm gonna get these pastors. Oh, not all white people, man. You know, to teach Jake. Jake was like, you know what? Yeah, man. I see what you're saying. That's true. I mean, this guy did give me a pay rise. You know? Get out of there.
It was simple. Hey, that's true. See, that method actually works. But that's why you know that this is a miracle. Us having this knowledge is a miracle.
Man, that's right. That's right.
That's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
And Esau's gonna pay, man.
That's right.
Esau's gonna pay, man. The actual things that he was doing to us, right? It's just inhumane, man.
Yeah. And this is the point. It says our experts warned us about the possibility of this phenomenon occurring.
Yep.
Right? So they actually went deep into this, man. Like, you know, Esau's got think tanks out there. You know, psychological warfare, man. It says, for they say that the mind has a strong drive to correct and recorrect itself over a period of time if it can touch some substantial original historical base.
That's what they call hope.
Hope.
Because if they can have access to something that they really, Shalom Mark, if they have access to something that can reconnect them with something and they can see something else different from what they're being shown.
Yeah.
They'll want that because where they are is fucking hell.
Yeah.
And that's why he fights tooth and nail to actually fight against Jake leaders. For example, even...
Well, that's why there was a big fight between the South and the North with the slaves and shit, man. They didn't want them to be free.
Exactly. and that's why, like, even going back to the slave castle, you actually had something called the Room of Death, right? Basically, or any Jake who rebelled, caused hell, wherever, if you had an inkling of you of like, nah, something's wrong, or you fought against Esau, all of them Jakes who had like, who were riled up, got put in that room, just locked until they starved to death, right? Because Esau always had a pattern of trying to make Jake not rise up. And guess what? You can't do nothing against the truth but for it.
You can't fight the spirit.
you can't fight the spirit. And that's why the scripture says, after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life entered into them, and great fear fell upon them that saw them upon the earth, man.
I mean,
And they stood up on their feet, and a great and exceeding army, which is before your face.
But they're still struggling now to control the narrative and control everything that we know and understand in this world, man. But we're the anomaly. We're like the phenomenon in this space right now, teaching this truth. Because it upsets the whole fabric of Esau society, man. Yeah, and he knows it's dangerous. That's why it's not really public knowledge, man. You know?
And guess what? This guy's always had a pattern. For example, what? With Rome and Herod, like, this guy went to properly study it and observe at what time period the actual start came, right? So that he could kill all of the sons at a certain age, so that they, to try and kill the savior.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, and that's why, even though Esau attacks all our people, his main focus is Jake men, right? He's destroying the man, as the brothers read it in the.
Yep, and just finishing it off now, and it says, and they advise us that the best way to deal with the phenomenon, right, us connecting ourselves with that historical base, the fact that we are Israelites, reading the scriptures, even being able to read, right, was a threat to them. It says it's to shave off the brute's mental history.
Mental history.
Oh man,
it's mental history. Because that's like what, that's why a common trait of Esau what is taking away your names of your people.
He says that, man. He taking away a man's heritage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He does all of that.
Exactly.
Because he wants to destroy you as a people.
And it's spiritual. The same thing Esau was doing with Jake, like as in Judah, Benjamin, Levi. He even did that with Gad, whereby he basically take their sons to his school system, make them speak English, make them lose their language, and take away their names.
They call it westernization now. That's what he's doing. He's bringing everybody, he refers to himself all peoples. And what he's doing, he's destroying their heritage, he's destroying their identity to conform it into something that he wants.
And that's why the scripture calls him what? The anointed cherub that covers, because he covers people's nations, like people's truth and their nationality.
Hey, well, the Lord said he was going to destroy that covering passed over all nations, man.
That's right.
That veil,
Pull back that veil. This is Micah 2:1, based on your point. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
it's in the power of the hand, the earth given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
And part of a man's house is what? Is the understanding of who he is.
Right.
That
historical base.
And he's done it the same way. He's gone for the women, he's separated the men and the women.
Yeah.
Right? He's put women above the men in this society.
Women marches.
That's right, but the children are being raised up by these women
Yes.
who are just careless and they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Now every new generation that comes from these lines now, they're more or less, they're less and less clued up with their heritage and their past and all that kind of stuff.
see what I'm saying?
They're westernized.
That's the spirit. Because you know why? The Heavenly Father always shows examples throughout the earth. He always makes things just keep coming back and repeating itself. Things repeat. Things repeat. Like a common trait of Esau is what? Dividing and conquering. From Eve, he divided and conquered.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Up until this day, he's
Hey,
divided and conquered.
well, would you call what? Universal credit. That's divide and conquer right there. Who's the sugar daddy?
Yeah.
He targets the woman. Look, you can get all the money